Hello my friends, welcome back to a blind let's play of Grandia 2 HD collection for the Switch. I'm the FlightlessBird, this is your service gaming channel, and we are heading to to go see the Pope Zera, after being told to come here, and after Elena has left us. I'm impressed. Wow. That is beautiful. Holy cow. Gorgeous. Quite remarkable in its proportions. The thoughts of its architect twist and wind almost palpably through the sculpted stone. Whew. Gotta get used to doing voices, sorry. How beautiful. It must have taken forever to build. You must be Mr. Ryudo. His Holiness awaits in the audience chamber. It's really tough to do that low, growly voice of Merrick. Stop gawking, move it. Although I love doing voices, even if I'm not good at them, it doesn't matter. I have fun doing them. And, you know, I hope you have fun listening to my impressions. Welcome to Granas Cathedral. This is the main cathedral of the Granas Church? Wow, it sure is huge. Beautiful, too. I think you mean huge and pretentious. Please, go on in. Alright, which way do we go? Do we go straight, left, or right? I think we go okay, never mind. We're not going left. Can we go right? Nope. Apparently, Ryudo has not mastered how to climb stairs. To the cathedral library we go. The High Priestess Elena, leader of the Cathedral Knights, is a sublime and beauteous person. But she's also got nerves of steel and can coldly take the lives of others in order to fulfill her virtuous duty, right? No, you're wrong about her. Selene does everything in service to Lord Granas. She operates with such pure intentions that people tend to misunderstand her. I'm sure. The world has begun to be covered with darkness, but our only salvation is the Church of Granas. And why is that? Only Lord Granas can battle darkness. He is the only one capable of destroying Valmar. You have so much faith in Granas, then why do all of you fear the day of darkness so much? Me? I'm not afraid. Because I know that the day of darkness will not come as long as Lord Granas is with us. If you say so. Mr. Ryudo, please go inside. I am sorry, but your companions must wait outside. Didn't you say my friends could come? Yeah, there's important things to discuss with you. So... Oh, it is alright. I don't mind. I can wait. Can I at least wait somewhere interesting? Our library is most interesting. There you will find important books about the doctrine of our church. Library? Haha! Mr. Ryudo, can I talk to you really quick? Yeah, what's up, kid? There might be some interesting information at the library. I will check it out. Clever boy. More clever than other little boys I know. Alrighty. Go to it, Ron. So may I lead you to the library? Go lead. Hang on a sec. Yeah, go lead. Well then, Mr. Ryudo, please go in. You two, this way, please. This way. Ryudo, we'll be waiting for you in the library. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, I'll meet up with you later. Okay, well, a door magically opens up. Guess we should go in. To the audience chamber. Though the door opened outward, so maybe someone opened it for me. I would assume so. The service is still in progress. Please wait. Yeah, no problem. Do do do. Do do. And I can listen to that all day. So beautiful.
Bring to this world light, peace, and harmony.
Well, I got his voice totally wrong, but oh well.
Your Holiness Zera, please calm our anxious hearts. What can we do to rid the world of the terrifying darkness?
You must bolster your soul. If you leave no chink in the armor of your soul, then the darkness will be forced to leave.
Please save us from Valmar.
You must not falter. We must all not give in to darkness. I cannot save you. You must save yourselves.
Your Holiness Zera, please lend me your ear.
Yes, what should we do?
What will happen to the world?
Quiet!
Everyone's freaking
We are
out.
here to bring peace to the world. How can one do so in a panic? Everyone, please, calm down.
Yet, Your Highness Zera, the recent rumors of the revival of Valmar are not going away. I have even heard reports that the rumors might be true. Right, High Priestess Celine? At this rate, the day of darkness seems unavoidable.
But we must not strike fear in the hearts of the people we are trying to save.
Yep,
Doing so would surely go against the will of Lord Granas.
I agree.
What do you say, Cardinal Oro?
Oh, when the day of darkness comes, the world will most definitely be destroyed.
You little
I
faith.
don't know what we can do.
Celine, do not misunderstand me. I'm not saying that the action the Cathedral Knights took was wrong. But you went too far. You must not frighten the people away from Lord Granas.
Yes, Your Holiness.
You must all remain on guard, so that darkness cannot take advantage of you. Please, everyone, back to your rooms.
Hello, Elena. Master Ryudo, please come. Yes, I know what his voice sounds like now, but I can't do that. And I already have an assigned voice to him, so my brain just kicks into auto gear. Nice speech. Please accept my apologies. I did not mean to make you wait. It's like he's gliding across the floor. He's wearing so many clothes and robes. I am sorry for having called upon you on such a short notice, but my request is not an ordinary one. Please, to the next room. Elena. Oh, the dots. Well, I guess we gotta follow him. Thank you for what you have done on Elena's behalf, but now I have a special request to make. Before we get to that, tell me, what about Elena? Will she be alright? You ask if the presence of Valmar can be driven from her. Sadly, I must tell you that is beyond even my power. However, if the sword of Granas can be recovered, there may yet be hope for us all. That is why I have asked you here. Keep talking. I want you to find the divine sword, the Granas saber. The sword which slew the Dark One must be returned to us if the light is to be restored to this world. You still haven't made an actual request, but I get the idea. Yes, Elena has told me so much. Enough for me to know that you are the only one capable of contending with the darkness. Naturally, this request must appear absurd to you. However, as your reward, we shall give you whatsoever you request. Suddenly, this conversation has become a lot more interesting. However, when you depart, I wish for Elena to accompany you. Why bring her along? You sure you don't want to cast a few words against Millena Valmar instead? Unfortunately, we can do nothing more for Elena now. We would be unable to protect her from Valmar, even if she were to remain here. She will be safer with you, Mr. Ryudo. Is that really such a good idea? Because, I mean, we're going around, like, fighting pieces of Valmar. Bringing another piece of Valmar, the Wings of Valmar, with us, isn't that going to just make her a lot more stronger? Oh well. Video game logic 101. You're right. Your request is absurd. The pieces of Valmar struggle for dominance, each attempting to devour the others in order that the darkness will be restored. According to prophecy, once the pieces unite, the day of darkness will come upon us and all mankind will be destroyed. So what do we do now? Sharpen a pointy stick? That's good. Lord Granas is yet to recover from battle, thus our world heads towards darkness, lacking the guiding hand of light. Were we to possess the Granas Saber, we would at least be able to bring back some of the light of Lord Granas. Then can Elena be saved and our world protected from the advent of the day of darkness. So, any idea where this sword might be? Unfortunately, our holy book says only that it rests with the Legion of Darkness. I'm sorry, that's not vague enough for me. Could you be a little less specific? Whatever. I need some time to think it over. I will wait until tomorrow for your answer. I have prepared rooms for you, so please stay here tonight. But I see that I have tired you. Rest and return tomorrow. But please, consider my offer. I hope you will accept it. You know, I just went to bed like 5 minutes ago in game, and now I'm going to bed again. That's video game logic for you again. Even among the followers of Granas, there is less and less solidarity. Perhaps my abilities are lacking. To save the world, we must ask your help to find the divine sword, said to rest with the Legion of Darkness. I can't give an answer immediately. I must think over it first. Yes, I'll repeat myself. Yada yada, divine sword, yada yada. Elena, are you alright? Has something happened? Oh, don't worry about me. I just want you to think long and hard about Pope Zera's request. Please, consider Pope Zera's request. Please, Ryudo. Alright, fine, I'll consider it. I mean, Granite Sword sounds like an amazing sword. Don't get me wrong. Elena, what's with you? Ryudo, do as you ask, please. Not for me, but for everyone. The world. What could His Holiness be thinking of at this rate? Cardinal Oro. Ryudo, I believe I named him. Just what did His Holiness Zera tell you? He asked me to find some magical pointy stick, divine sword, something called a Granas Saber. I see. I question His Holiness' selection of his emissaries. A task this great surely requires someone with more experience? Yeah, I'm almost level 30. Don't sell me short. Careful with your words, aren't you, old man? I'd be as careful with my judgment, were I you. Experience, I have. Patience, I don't. On Star Wars Day, which is today, May 4th, I quote Yoda. Aha. Insolence! Listen well, stripling. It is best you abandon your search, for it is not for a churlish whelp to find the Granas Saber. What did he just call me? A churlish whelp? I don't even know what that means, but I assume it's an insulting thing. Tell you what I'll do. I'm going to ignore you, and then I'm going to leave. You just stay there. Stay. Stay! Good boy, good boy, good boy. Ashes! What could his holiness Zera be thinking? That fool's boy insouciance. I don't even know what that word means either. We'll be ruined when the day of darkness comes. Will you please speak English? I don't understand your words. Your insouciance? I'm gonna need a dictionary to play this game when I talk to this guy. Whatever shall we do? We shall continue onward. Anything like treacherous back here? A locked door. Of course there's a locked door. Hear ye, Yuri. I am the prophecy of Granas. All pay heed to my... Okay, I'm done now. Since we are devoutly faithful, we cannot be drawn to Valmar. That means the day of darkness won't ever come. You believe in that Pope of yours, that is? Look, just believe Pope Zera's sermons. They make your heart and soul stronger. If the rumor of the day of darkness are true, how are Cardinal Aura and Pope Zera preparing for it? Whatever. What's so frightening about the day of darkness anyway? They say the day of darkness when Valmar will be ride and all will be destroyed. When you think about those things occasionally occurring, then there's a reason to be afraid. This is why I like the Grandia series. It's like it starts out small, you know, with you going forth into the world, you know, doing an adventure. And then after that, it's like, oh, there's this big bad thing destroying the world. And it just seems like a real old school type RPG adventure. Like when you play Dungeons and Dragons and you're a small little force and you go to do something and you start out small killing goblins and then at the end you're fighting gods or dragons or Draco Liches. I just love the old school feel of this RPGs. Cathedral is rather large. I can provide you to the directions so you do not get lost. Where would you like to go? I'd like to go to the library. Go to the stairs to your left. You will find 2 rooms. The last room is the library. Up the stairs to the left, last room. Got it, thanks. I wonder if I did okay. I think I did well enough. Oh well, I guess I'll have to wait for the results. Oh, Lord Granas. Hey, what are you so fidgety about? I just took my qualification exam for a high position in the priesthood. I'm worried about whether I'll be accepted. Priests had to take exams to get promoted? Ha! Go figure. We're such a religious bunch. Sure have some hellacious rules. If I pass the exam, I'll become one of the high priests. Oh, Lord Granas, please help me get accepted. Man, those cathedral knights are really overdoing it. I don't like them. I don't like them either. Well, I didn't know anyone around here felt that way. Hey, I'm not saying their methods are wrong. The cathedral knights are just overzealous. I couldn't agree more. Finally, someone I can talk to. The High Priestess Elena, leader of the cathedral. Yeah, we've already talked to this person. The world has begun to be covered with darkness, but our only salvation is the Church of Granas. I think we already talked to that person too. Ahead lies Granas Cathedral's famous library. You could search the world and never find a library as extensive as this. Your companions are in there. Please return the books you have read to the proper places. Yeah, sure thing. I'll make sure to rewind my DVDs as well. Do you guys remember when you had to do that? Was it DVDs? I think it was it DVDs or VHS tapes? You had to rewind something back in the day. And if you're wondering what is a VHS tape, I think I just aged myself. Don't worry about it. It's a primitive thing that we need never to go back to again. Let's go ahead and drop a save here. I'm actually saving off in you guys. Y'all should be proud of me for doing that. There have been some great games I haven't done that enough of that. I'm skipping this because I want to read these in order, and that was book 2. Here we go. Book 1, Holy Book of Granas. Not yet long before the present age, men dwelt amidst the light, and that light was love, and the man called the light Granas. The earth was filled with exceedingly bounty. Honey and milk issued from its secret founts. Then darkness also issued its seed. The souls of men were as vessels for the bane of light, and men called the darkness Valmar, the tempter, devourer of souls. And there were those who named the darkness God, and glutted in desire and lust, thence blinding the light from the eyes. And they were not satisfied that the light should anoint the earth, so that those who sided with light moved to oppose them. The war was a fire consuming the earth, and the skies hung thick with fat and bone. This man called the battle of good and evil. Misery joined in equal ruin for 6 days and 7 nights. And on the 7th day, darkness and light saw a reckoning. The hand of light gripped its blade, great and terrible, and the cloak of darkness was at its shield. Thus they were armed for war. True struck the blade of light, and the darkness was cleaved and was not. Then did the blade pierce even the earth. The seas boiled and were scabrous, and long the land wept. Even so was the earth riven, and its wound man named the granite cliffs. Then did the light move to seal those parts of darkness that yet remained, for in its fall it did not remain whole. Those who named the darkness God were in the fashion named the people of darkness, and they did hide their faces from heaven. Content in its work, the light blessed the earth, and all was made well. And then wounded, the light fell in a heavy slumber. The light will burn in our hearts and will not expire. This men swore, for the God of light shall return to claim the earth. And the sword of light, called the divine sword, came to rest with the legion of darkness in remembrance of the betrayal. Oh great, so we gotta go to the people of darkness in order to get the sword. And there was peace. Actually I read the same book again. That's alright, only take a second. There we go. Holy Book of Granas, Book 3. I must have really liked that book too. I read it like 3 times. Yet after this, a new moon was hung in the heavens, its face gazing balefully downward upon the earth. It was an ill omen, swollen heavy with foreboding and dread, and it was said the darkness yet had power. And again, the souls of men were sifted and tried by the darkness as it sought to bring about the day of its return. This men call the day of darkness, for the light will depart, and the dead shall rise to the throne of judgment. Know ye that this is the last judgment, when all be weighed and found lacking, and all brought to ruin. The works of man will be brought low. The darkness will set at naught all man's labors in preparation for its terrible rebirth. Know, my brethren, that Valmar is yet at the door. Gird yourselves with light, for our purpose is one. This must not come to pass. Hi, guys. This script is unfamiliar to me. Wow, this is really interesting. Oh, Mr. Ryudo, what did he have to say? You mean when he was actually talking out of his mouth? Well, I think that wasn't completely ridiculous. There's sarcasm if I ever heard it. So he wants you to find the divine sword in order to halt the day of darkness? A dubious undertaking. We will walk unguided through the shadows. The only clue is the words, the divine sword rests with the legion of darkness. Yes, that is exactly what I said. You see, me and Rowan, we did some studying, and we learned that. You find anything else about that? No, not in this place. Anyway, Mr. Ryudo, you ought to read some of these books too. They have lots of detail about Valmar and Granas, the battle of good and evil, the day of darkness, and even the divine sword. I did read them, actually. Dinner waits in the other room, and books do not spoil or go cold without use. Yep, we know what America's thinking. Holy Annals of the Ages of Gods, Chapter 1, Golden Dawn Age. Neither darkness nor light split the heavens, but suffering, pain, the groaning of the earth, the wailing of men, huddled in fearing the storm's wrath, the violence of nature, living in blindness, tooth and steel gnashing the air, lives spent in desperation, turning in the gyre? An endless throb of misery, and then an uneasy sleep. Life slipping, passing without note, the names of the dead unused, unremembered. Great, now I'm depressed and bored. Maybe it gets better. Holy Annals, Chapter 2, Silvery White Light Age. The light descended then, and the chaos was bound. The rivers of blood were dammed. Their eyes were open. This the light did. No longer did man war with his brother. This was paradise. The light of peace is Granas, the god whose praises we sing. Yet there were those who hated the light, who turned their eyes from its measureless love. The light fell upon their backs, casting long shadows on the earth. Darkness was birth. Valmar, apparently. Yes, these are the holy annals of the ages of the gods. They describe the battle between Granas and Valmar. In an annoyingly roundabout fashion. The Holy Book of Granas is said to have been based on this text. There is more. Let's keep reading. Chapter 3, The Red Twilight Age. Those who follow light warred against those called demons, who likewise named themselves Gowlers. For 6 days and nights the earth was torn and turned to coals. Then came the 7th day. The light drew its sword, great and terrible. Darkness grew its cloak about its face. And a day and night were fire and lightning, until each had run the other through. The sword of light pierced the earth, raising the boiling sea, sinking the bursting land. Thus did the darkness fall in 7 pieces, sealed by the followers of light, into the depths of earth. Then did a new moon rise. Fear struck those who followed light. Still, they await the return of darkness. Still, the people of darkness conceal themselves in the earth. And still, the divine sword rests with the legion of darkness. I can't read this anymore. It's boring. It's stupid. And it's badly written. And what the heck is a Gowler? One who would imprison another. An interesting choice of words to describe those who followed Granas. I don't understand how you can read this stuff, kid. Well, I have liked reading these books ever since I was little. You're still little. Jeez. Alright. I think if we go in this other door, this is where dinner is. I heard that dinner's ready. It will be ready soon. Please wait a while. Man, now we gotta wait again? Are you guys gonna lock me in here? Like, do horrible experiments on me? What good is it to chase after fancy now that the threat of darkness is upon us? No one has ever found the divine sword. How can he be so nonchalant about matters of such weight? I must consult my auguries for some means of holding back the darkness. Somebody tells me this guy's bad. Like when he says consult the auguries, I mean, look at the way the red light is in the room. I mean, come on. This is an evil sign. The day of darkness draws near. What? This light. Oh, hello, Millena. Oh, wait, that means Elena. Where's Elena at? Ah, the wings of Valmar! Valmar, here in the cathedral! Someone come quickly! Truly, bread is the body's life, as the earth is to all that spring from it. So also a fine bread is loam for the soul. Well, this bread is delicious. Mr. Ryudo, are you going to eat? Rowan, Merrick, I'm going to look for that dang sword. I thought you would say that. This sword interests me, for I have not heard of its like. You two coming along? It was evermore my intent. Please, let me come along too. I could use your help. I appreciate it. It is as Holiness Zera says. This has meaning for me too. What do you mean? Well, you see... Dang it, not again! We're eating! Please, excuse me. I'm told that Valmar has taken human form and entered the cathedral. Have you seen any suspicious persons? Huh? No, no one has been here. Please, excuse the interruption. I must go. Must be Millena. Ah, what the heck is she thinking? Well, let's go find our winged friend. Let me drop another save, because why not? See, I told you, we're almost level 30. We're level 29. I think there's been like 4 or 5 times on this channel that I forgot to save, and it like ended up biting me in the butt. So, don't forget the #1 rule of RPG, save often. Oh, hello. Wow, you look beautiful in that picture. Ah. Millena. God, I love this song. So, you're gonna look for the gunner saber, right, Ryudo? You. What the heck are you doing here? You're practically standing on the dinner plate of Granas. Oh, look, I care. If Granas ever wakes up, the big god can smack me stupid. As long as I get to follow you around again, Ryudo. I don't think you've thought this through. See, when we find the sword, we're going to use it to stab evil people. Oh, you're concerned about me. No one has ever been such a gentleman to me before. Just do what you think is best. I don't think you understand what I'm saying here, Millena. Don't worry about me. I know what I want, and we're running out of time. What do you mean we're running out of time? Okay, that was weird, game? Oh, that's a really weird transition there. Yes, we returned the books, as Rowan just said. That was weird. What just happened? His Holiness Zera is waiting, okay? Well, there's Elena back, at least. Well, Mr. Ryudo, have you made up your mind? Yeah, one question. When we get to the Granas saber, will it belong to you or the church? And how will it be used? The sole purpose of the sword is to strike down Valmar. As such, it belongs to none. For this great hope Granas has given to all. I'll take your word for it. Nodding their heads in approval. Looking to Merrick, looking to Rowan. I like that. That's a cool little scene there. Time to rock. We'll find the Granas saber. But not for the sake of Granas. Or the church. Ryudo? Look. I'm sick of all the suffering in the world. If Granas won't do something about it, then someone has to. Well, Mr. Ryudo. Elena, you should leave now as well. Your soul brims with light. Be strong in your mission and do not yield your heart. Yes, Your Holiness Zera, farewell. Lord Granas spoke to me last night. I am permitted to tell you this. Ryudo must face his past, should he desire the divine sword. You should remember this. You should also take this along. It's sure to be useful. Is it a mana egg or a book? Because I could use... Oh, it's a book. Yes, thank you. Elena, take care. Remember well your words. Your Holiness. You see, books and eggs are always going to be useful. A regular item, not so much. Ryudo, thank you for accepting this request. I wasn't going to let a dainty little princess mince and prance without her faithful and obedient bodyguard. Oh, Ryudo, you. Miss Elena, we're together again. Our paths again are as one. It is good. Thank you, everyone. Come on, let's get moving. I want to check out this book. Very mana intensive. Maximum HP? That's actually really good. Ment. Water and force. What does Ment do? I need to go look this up because I'm pretty sure magic is magic damage. Is this magic resist? Water and force spell power. Really good for heals. Water and blizzard. Earth and forest. So I haven't really seen any good forest spells. But water and blizzard? This right here could be useful for something. Like if we ever find, an egg that's got really good ice spells, this right here will be very beneficial. I don't really want to spend too many points on it right now because there's other points that we can spend. Especially on things like, maxing this life up, maxing this defensive. I mean, this is really cheap. We should max that. Cuts IP recovery time after using items, not really too important for me. Yeah. I don't even think we need this anymore, to be honest. Now that we have better magic, it's not as important that we use items anymore. What about our moves? Wow, these two just have nothing. Merrick has this max, which is great. I really wish we could spend some other points maxing this stuff. Intense light reduce enemy to dust. Water of light restores all. Bubbles from staff point. I don't really care about this. I like these two though. It's really expensive though. White Apocalypse. Yeah, I'm good with that. Because this seems like a really powerful attack. Which is good because we don't always need to cast spells. This is like a boss attack, you know? And putting a point impact bomb. Putting a point golden hammer. They can't hurt. Alright, I'm like totally out of everything now. So we good? Is that it? Are we okay to head on out? Never thought we'd travel again. Together. I'm counting on you, Elena, okay? I was expecting a boss fight here, to be honest. I feel the same way, Ryudo, Rowan, Merrick, and Sky, too. Counting on all of you. This time, it might be more difficult for us. Difficult times are indeed upon us. Welcome is the comfort of friends in this hour. That's right. Traveling would not be fun at all without you, Miss Elena. But where to travel to? The Divine Sword is held by Legion of Darkness. We can't just knock on the door, grab it, and run. I am not familiar with this Divine Sword. I remember. In the Holy Book contained a passage. The people of darkness continue to hide deep in the bowels of the earth. Is it a metaphor? Or is there more substance in it? Perhaps it is with these people we shall find the Legion of Darkness. Perhaps if we visit the kingdom of Sirum, where I lived, we might learn the meaning of these words. Got a lead? No, I just thought we might learn something useful. What other knowledge have we should imitate a course of action? Something about confronting my past, which probably means Melfists. Surely it could not be none but he. Melfist. A long time it has been, brother. Now, you too. Anyway, the kingdom of Sirum, what's it like? Well, climate is warm and there's a lot of water. Very good country. We don't need a weather report, kid. We need to find some leads, and we might as well start in the kingdom of Sirum. The kingdom of Sirum lies to the east of the St. Mile Mountains. Come on, let's go. By the way, I don't know if it's Sirum or Kyrum. I'm gonna say Sirum because it sounds like Skyrim, and that makes me happy on some level. I was so expecting a boss fight here, like really, I was anticipating, you know, something bad happening in the middle of the night. But I guess it didn't. You have everything equipped still. What about that? That's pretty cool. What are we working on anyway? Like, do we have any eggs that do good ice magic? Water, earth, forest. Fire, wind, lightning. Wind, water, blizzard. So these spells could be powerful ice magic. I think I should invest in this egg more. Gravity egg is fire, earth, explosion. And we got boom, which I really like because I like explosive magic. Yeah, we're doing all right. I feel like there's gonna be other eggs too that will help us out more in the future. What I really need is a strong water and ice egg, and that might be the Misty egg, although it's hard to tell. Okay, so our next bet is going to be, well, I guess that town right above the pen there is the city of Sirum. Okay, well, so we're heading to St. Hyme Mountains Pilgrim Road in our next episode. Thank you so much for everything, you guys. I love you a ton. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.